Ready for some drama? This VTuber just ruined her career. Sinder Situation. This is the first time I've heard about this, and this is the first time I've heard about Sinder, because I don't really follow VTubers, but maybe it's time to follow them. There's a lot of drama.
Oh my fucking god, here we go again. Now, what is it this time? It's nothing gacha related. Surprisingly, this is VTuber related. Now, we're talking about Sinder today. Now, if you don't already know, Sinder is a pretty fucking big VTuber, co-owner of Gamer Subs, which I'm still trying to get sponsored by, but god fucking damn it, they don't want me. But she is a big content creator, VTuber, obviously. She is a co-owner of Gamer Subs, and she looks like this. Pretty fucking hot, I know. Now, she's had a little drama.
I mean, bro, she doesn't look like that. Come on. It doesn't look like that. You gotta separate the VTuber from the real person, you know? It does not look like that.
Recently, and little is a fucking understatement, because she is for the VTuber community, she is cooked, okay? She is cooked. Now, she tweeted out this: effective immediately. Redacted will no longer be managing or overseeing my VTuber activities. He no longer represents me as a creator, my brand, or my intentions. I'm sorry, everyone. I will make a larger response when I'm able. Now, if you don't know who Redacted is, from my knowledge, don't take this as guaranteed, but from my knowledge, Redacted is their boyfriend, or so to say. Something like that. Or girlfriend. I don't fucking know. It's their love. What even happened? Nanolus, a great artist, tweeted out, "Hello, I'm here to share something that has affected me personally and hurt others. This was very hard for me, but I feel it is necessary. Please do not send hate to anyone on my behalf. This is all I want to say." With a Google Doc attached. Now, this Google Doc is pretty fucking long. Pretty fucking long, right? Pretty fucking long with some damning evidence.
Oh my god.
Now, I'm personally not gonna read all of this because I have a great summary. Tectone tweeted out, "After 2 hours, 4 documents, and 2 posts, and a lot of reading, here are the major takeaways on the Sinder situation in each document posted. What we can conclude: Nano's document. Redacted is Cinder's mouthpiece. Confirmed Sinder knew everything Redacted said.
What did he say?
Sin were attempting to monopolize an editor/artist against their desires. Guilt-tripped and manipulated them into doing their work and no one else's. What Cinder's doing isn't fucked up to do to one's competition. However, doing it to their friend is a whole different story. Redacted gaslighting Nanolus using revisionist history. Rain's document. Cinder sexting another man while in a relationship."
Oh, great. That's great. That's great. Let's go. Here comes the drama. Of course. Of course. How old are these people? Are they 16 years old? What is this? What's going on here? Like, if they were teenagers, I would understand. But I'm pretty sure these people are grown adults, right? I don't know, maybe not.
Cinder trauma dumping to another person about how bad her relationship is to someone she is interested in.
Oh my god.
Rain and Cinder
He's like a 15-year-old
in this document. Rain claims this wasn't meant to be a witch hunt, but it very clearly was done with the proper timing to have this document gain the traction they wanted, and so it did. Is that wrong? Up to you to decide. Vam's post. Vam exposes Red being Cinder's boyfriend. Not really a big deal. Tons of VTubers hide the fact that they have SOs to farm more parasocials to get gifted in super chats. Tons of streamers do this. Not really a big deal for wanting to keep...
By the way, I personally think that hiding, like okay, as a VTuber, from the get-go, you're hiding who you are. So, you know, that's fine. But I kind of hate the fact that people prey on the weak and prey on the single, lonely men and women. Like, I think it's so fucked up. But okay.
Your private life private. However,
whatever.
if Cinder throws away her boyfriend to try to alleviate some negative PR, that is going to be a big yikes from me, dog. Bao's document dispels claims that Cinder and Red were making, calling Bao an editor and an MV maker thief. Confirms how hurt she is by having her friend attempt to be overly competitive and ruin her image and her models and impacting her career negatively. Says that Cinder could make it to the top, but when she gets there, she will be alone. Bao dispels claims that she locked up Sacred, her editor. Bao completely absolves herself from the wrongdoing. Great doc.
How the fuck would you do that? This is just so weird. This is such a weird thing coming from a VTuber, like, locked her editor up. Like, what? Aren't they just in like an all online relationship or what? I don't know. This is so fucking stupid to me.
Spite's document. Spite insinuates
there's so many documents
is and was copying her, not the other way around. Screenshots of these claims are pretty damning. Spite showing off her outfit in July 2022, Cinder then having a near identical outfit on September 14th, 2022. Sacramore TV's document, supporting some of Bao's claims to be true. Major takeaways. To be honest, things look absolutely horrible for Cinder, yet I will be waiting for her response just to do my due diligence. It has been.
That's it? That's it? Okay, so she sexted another man. That's awful, by the way. But, I mean, she's probably 14. I mean, if she's not, then there's something wrong with her. But that's it? She allegedly locked her editor in? How? Do they live together? What the fuck?
Alleged with a lot of damning screenshots as well as other corroborating the narrative that is being pushed. Cinder is currently being alleged as overly competitive with her friends in the VTubing space.
Sure.
Willing to undermine and backstab her friends to get ahead.
Sure.
Gaslight and manipulate editors/workers to get her way. Cheating on significant other. A model/rigger thief. People speculate she is going to throw away her current boyfriend, Red, aka Redacted, to alleviate some negative PR coming her way.
Right.
But for now, I believe that is about it. I will wait and see Cinder's response and keep you all updated on any.
Bro, that is just like very regular thing for many content creators. I've seen this like hundreds of times. Like this is just the space, you know. Some people take full advantage, and you know, it's a shit person, but I've seen a lot worse. But yeah, she is shit.
Any news or changes in perspective once we have everyone's side. All in all, this is very messy. And to be honest, I feel horrible for Cottontail, Bao, Shy Lily, Spite, and every other VTuber affected in this scenario.
I know Shy Lily.
To be honest, I don't really know what Cinder could possibly present to absolve her. Yet I will still do my due diligence. I am 31.
Look. Drama like this, if Cinder just keeps doing her thing and doesn't talk about it, then people are just gonna leave her alone. Eventually, people are just gonna leave her alone. That's kind of how Dr. Disrespected did this. You know, and he did much worse things. A lot worse. And people are still watching him, and people have even started to defend him. So, I mean, I think Cinder's gonna be just fine.
1 years old, and I just researched VTuber drama for 2 hours in front of 9,000 people on Twitch. I swear to God, I have not one but 2 jobs. But my God, this reeked of unemployment. Thanks for reading. Holy fuck. Sure. Jesus Christ. Holy allegations. Now, obviously, me personally, this shit is crazy. The fact that she's, like, backstabbing her friends kinda is crazy. I feel bad for Bao, Cottontail, and all of them. I mean, even here, like, Cottontail tweeted out.
Oh, can I see here? What about we can pay Komuri for you and you don't have to discount it from the next payment and we'll continue giving you lots of model work, I think, for this year right now. But you don't work with Bao, Cotton, or something at all again, models or art. I don't think you've done anything with Bao or Cotton before. We also have another GS label for you too, the AFK. Is there any way to add a little bit more since still ask for art every now and then? Okay. So I get it. Okay, I've started to understand this. Yeah, they really are trying to monopolize things. That's that's so shitty to do. That's so shitty. Uh, Red is definitely just following what Cinder wants, and he might, he or she, I don't know even who this is, might be a shit person, but it's just a shit thing to do regardless. Regardless of who's being manipulated, who's being the bad guy, who's being the victim. This thing right here is a shit thing to do, and this person should have done better. And, you know,
This made my
Cinder
stomach
too.
drop to read. It makes me very sad to have, because I'm sorry for you. For this, like, this shit is fucking crazy. Now, what do the people think? Obviously, Cottontail, upset. Belle, not too fucking happy.
Right.
Spite, obviously, rightfully pissed. Because, I mean, based on her Google Doc, I mean, look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. Sounds great. I'm so happy with it. July 20th, 2022. What do you think of my new outfit? September.
I mean, I don't know. Just just a regular outfit. It's not even the same outfit. It's just similar. I've seen a bunch of these.
September 14th, 2022. Straight up the same, just copying. And she's been called the fucking copycat. Like, this shit is bad, bro. This shit is fucking bad. I want to know, what do the people think? What are people saying?
Bro, it's just an outfit. It's just an outfit. Leave each other alone. What the fuck? What is wrong with people? It's just an outfit. It's not even an outfit. It's a VTuber outfit. It's not even a real outfit.
I remember
Come
playing
on.
Phasmophobia with you and hearing Red chat away next to you before you first debuted like 4 years ago. You told me he was your boyfriend. Then before we met for TwitchCon, you switched up and said, just so you know, my manager is coming with me on this trip.
Bro, if you're gonna lie to people, you gotta be good at it. You can't just switch up. You can't just be like, oh, that's my boyfriend. And then next week it's like, it's my manager. Bro, remember who you lied to. If you're gonna lie to people, then you better be consistent and remember shit. If you have bad memory like I do not be fucking lying and backstabbing people, because that's gonna fuck you up.
As if I didn't know who he was. It's even ickier to read this tweet knowing he is your significant other, and that you're probably going to try and avoid taking responsibility for hurting people who trusted you as friends by nuking the red side of this duo. Jesus Christ. Someone who represents you and your intentions should never be someone like that. There's no amount of I'm sorry or bad judgment you can have in this situation. You need to actually own up and be ready to not be forgiven by lots of people. You did bad things. End of story.
True. Hey, I like that one. That was real. That was real. But is he gonna apologize? That's the question. Because these things can be kind of disregarded as very minor things, very minor issues, because I don't know, because it's like, okay, I sexted this person, but nothing happened, and then, oh, I tried to monopolize this, but you know, I didn't do it. I didn't actually do it. It kind of feels like that. So if she is a manipulative person, then she's probably just gonna try to spin it in some way, right? Or if she's very desperate, she might apologize, but that's gonna be like one long post, and it's probably gonna be, you know, apologizing and then just, I'm working on myself. I feel so bad, you know. Whatever. Seen it a million times.
Nah, firing your manager is not fixing this. I do hope your longer reaction won't be a summary of, I had no idea about this. But
What do
we'll
you
stay
mean? Fix your manager always solves the problem.
away from judgment until that is out. Pushing your blame onto your manager isn't really the move. He no longer
Let's
represents
go.
me as a creator. Bro, the problem is you representing yourself, not just your manager. And then
I've seen that 100 times as well, and it sometimes works, you know, sometimes. But I guess the VTuber community is really tough. I like that.
obviously you got Nanolus and people saying,
Shy Lily, let's
"We'll
go."
always be there to support you no matter what. I can't stand when people
No one deserves to go through this. Your feelings are valid, and we'll make sure to heal from this. Can't stand when people pressure others to avoid certain individuals, customers or not, just to serve their own interest, especially when there's no personal conflict. It's manipulative. Yeah, especially when there's no conflict. Like, he's just saying, like, hey, can you can you do this and this for me? And but we'll give you more money if you don't do it for this, and this person. Like, why? You kidding me? Why would you do that? And not to mention, that person that was thinking about doing it, the person that was the editor or whatever that was thinking about not working with certain VTubers, he or she is a fucking idiot because you're limiting yourself for money. That's the worst move you can make. If you help out a lot of VTubers, you're gonna get a lot of fucking work and you're gonna get a lot of fucking money. Oh, can you give me a little bit more money? If I'm gonna avoid these 4 people, can you give me a little bit of money? A little bit more, please? Like, what? You fucking serious? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Support you no matter what. I can't stand when people pressure others to avoid
Yeah.
this position. You're one of my favorite artists even before I knew what the internet was. I'm honestly just baffled by all of this. I'm so sorry that this was even an energy you had to perceive in your lifetime. Like, obviously, dude, what the actual fuck? I'm sorry. Love you, Nano. Sorry you have to deal with this shit. Obviously, a bunch of fucking people are not too happy with Cinder right now. And she did say in her tweet, I'm sorry, everyone. I will make a larger response when I'm able. So she is going to respond. I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
Not looking good. Not looking good. I don't think she's gonna be able to save herself. Gonna be honest. Gonna be very fucking honest. Anyways.
I mean, she's gonna save herself. Like, it's not a big deal. She's just gonna keep doing what she keeps doing. She's just gonna keep chatting and streaming and whatever. And I don't know. I think she's just gonna make a post and then she's gonna completely ignore everything else and then just keep doing her thing. If she doesn't have enough money already, you know. She's probably well off at this point. Yeah, I like this video, I guess. I don't know much about this, so maybe that's why I'm not gonna dislike, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Let's see the comments, because the comments often reveal something. She had it all and threw it all and her boyfriend under the bus. It's so stupid. It's just a stupid move. You could have just kept stealing VTuber outfits and that would have been okay. I just realized what are her parents gonna think of this whole situation. They collabed with Cinder in some of her videos. It certainly wouldn't be too pleasant. Cinder has jokingly called her mom a stalker. The fuck is going on? She's a lolly VTuber. As he said that if a VTuber has a male manager as her boyfriend. True! True! Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay. Let's see. Sounds like a perfect fit for Hollywood. There's some high school grade shenanigans. Yes, it is. Yeah. It's just so silly. We are so used to VTubers being these cute, attractive anime girls, we forget that they're real people. I just said that. Like, she doesn't look like that. Come on. They're real people who can do horrible things. Yeah, sure. It's even easier to do horrible things when you don't have a face, right? If you constantly have a mask, you're much more likely to do awful shit. It's been studied. It's the truth. Like, if you don't have a face or a name, and you can influence people, then you're much more likely to do it in your own favor, despite what happens to them. Like, of course you would. Like, I would. I'm just saying. Like, I think I'm a good person. But if I constantly had a mask and did not have to reveal my identity at all, then sure, I would sometimes do shit that is maybe on the gray line, you know, maybe a little bit weird, you know. I would probably try to manipulate some things to get myself more views or something. Yeah, sure. Would I throw people under the bus? Probably not. I wouldn't sabotage people, but I would definitely try to get what I want. So I don't think it's weird at all, especially for VTubers, right? You pick the cutest, the cutest fucking avatar that doesn't really represent you. I mean, it does now, but it doesn't look like you at all. And you auto-tune your voice, you change your voice so that it sounds cute, doesn't represent you at all in person. And then you act way differently than you do in real life. It doesn't represent you at all in person. And people are shocked. Like this is like 99% of all VTubers. And they're not even doing horrible shit. They're just not representing their own self. They're just someone completely different from their own in real life person. Like, they are someone who doesn't have to have boundaries, doesn't have to be ashamed, you know, can act in any way they want. They can have any looks they want. They can be as dirty and flirty as possible if they want to, and a lot of them are. Like, do you think that's the way they are in real life? No. They might be like obese and just sitting in their house and not going outside and never flirted with anyone in their entire life. You know, you don't know. Considering her status in the indie scene, I'm sure everyone is stunned. Being a cheater, a backstabber who throws her friends away for her own gain, competitive to the point she just cares about her own success. I hope she's happy knowing she lost not only all her friends, but all her reputation. Again, we don't know that. Maybe she's super popular in real life, maybe not. Who knows? Like, we don't know that. I think people are making a lot of assumptions about VTubers. Now, I don't know this situation. I don't know Sinder. Maybe Sinder has told people that she only has online friends. I don't know. But it seems to me that people are making a lot of assumptions about people that they have never seen in real life. Guys, let me know in the comments if I am missing something. Let me know your own thoughts. If you know more about this, then please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe for more. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.